this your weapon that you want?
And we are
Yep.
live. All right. Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else in between. Welcome to another round of First to Worst. I will be
Please
your
wait.
host, Dragon on your shirt, and today we will be running Calamari. And in the moderator booth, we have Mr. King.
Hello. All right.
All
I do
right.
believe, Calamari, you are ready to go. So at
Ready
any
to go.
moment, please step out and good luck. We're going to go ahead and give you Devin now.
All right.
All right. Sounds like he's off. All right. He's all deafened and everything?
Yes, he's good to go. All right.
All right.
Let's go ahead and get the show on the road. Hello. I'm going to be just a bit silent
All
and
right,
giving some interjections every once in a while. So the main floor is yours, Dragon.
All right, you know I got it locked down. All right.
Sounds
well,
like he.
Looks like Calamari is making his way off to. Looks like he's going through the corridor. He's not taking the green hallway, which is a very interesting move.
Have you even seen much runners going for the green hallway there?
I've seen a handful of runners go through the green hallway. It's not a bad way of doing it because you get to avoid the point guards and it takes you straight to the supply point.
Interesting. Yeah, gained some bad placements with those irises there. But here we go in the studio.
Speaking of which, it looks like he's just not caring about the stealth bonus, just walking right past the monolith there.
Oh wow, a rare panic Sosig. You usually never see that status effect. That is actually
They
rare to see.
typically panic once they've been
Pumpy.
disarmed.
Okay. Pumpy into Remington 870. Lovely shotgun. Should last.
Oh,
him a
he's
good
got him.
bit if he
He's
plays,
got himself a
Calamari.
Remington.
Oh yeah, Remington 870. Lovely.
Oh,
little
I
shotgun.
guess I'll be seeing the Remington in a hot minute.
Oh, you're slightly
All right,
behind?
and there
Okay.
it is. Here, let me go ahead and stream the OBS for you so you can.
No,
see
I
what's
need
going-
direct feed. So, technically speaking, I would recommend you go pick what's it called, turn on Calamari stream directly itself as well.
Me,
But you're away.
maybe. Well,
Yeah, because
Anyway, he's got the. Looks like he's got himself a Rem. Yeah, the Rem 870 shotgun. That is an older model, isn't it?
God, the Remington 870, this model has been in the game since probably when shotguns were first put in the game. So this guy
Yeah.
has been around since like update 9.
Straight up the dawn of time.
Yeah,
All
back
right.
whenever Anton was first getting the pumpies, what's it called, the pump system working. So it does make sense.
Back when he had the OG double barrel.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Oh,
looks
man.
like he's out of shells. Switching over to the 1911. And that is it for the first hold. That has to be one of the quicker first hold rounds I've seen today.
Going through what's called the hub to crossover. Interesting. This
That-
is like the second runner I've seen do this. Killed Alive earlier till last night. Did the same thing.
That is very interesting.
Good snap fire, keeping his stealth bonus. We'll be catching up with that in a sec. On mainstream, I'm slightly ahead because I am the moderator. My apologies.
It is totally fine. If you really wanted to, Kane, I could just throw up a screen share of the OBS for you, and you can just pull off of that.
That's fair.
Here, I'll go ahead and do that for you.
Alright, fine.
All right, there you go. Now, King can live in the yesteryears with the rest of us. All right. Well, with that being said, Calamari making his way into loft. Let's see. Honestly, it's curious to see what people do when they have a pretty solid pump shotty. Like, would you say it's worth it to roll a semi-auto if you have a good pump?
If you have, what's it called? If you have trust in your ability to use a pump action fairly well, I say that you should be fine just getting a good pumpy. Sadly, this is one of the least what's it called, tube capacity of the shotguns.
Yeah.
Only 6.
6 is pretty all right. It's not a lot, but it's not gonna leave you in the dust. I think 6 is pretty common for most of the shotties, though.
Yeah. Ooh, I have completely forgot to mention this. Calamari here is one of the rare instances of someone using 5.1 still. Man's using 10-year-old fucking technology at the moment playing this game, so this should be interesting. He's also wireless. He's using a Vive Pro 2 with a wireless receiver, which is even more insane to think about.
Keen over here caught up with his VR lore.
Ooh, losing his no-hit bonus, moving on to the Ardens. Still using the double-up buckshot. I'm surprised he hasn't swapped over to number 4.
He's
pretty forgotten about his number 4 buckshot.
I'd imagine he's trying to stick to the double-up buck for extra lethality, because with the Hardens, you don't have to worry too much about extra spread. Yep, and there he goes, switching to the number 4.
Like he was saving the number 4 for whenever it was time for what's it called, the swarms. So makes sense.
It's a pretty solid strategy, because there's only like a handful of encryptions where you really do need the most spread you can get. That being said, he is keeping it locked down on the top of crossover, not letting any of the SOSIGs pass through. Oh man, that SOSIG is being stubborn. All right, he's finally got it. The swarms are up. He's got the first one. All right, coming around. Triple tap in the second, and a triple tap on the last one.
Last shell as well.
Right. Yes, sir. All right, and that is it for.
So now it's time for good old Inclinator. Oh boy.
Man, the Inclinator is a serious inclinator for some people's runs.
Need to work on your wordplay, big guy.
I'm
The
not.
Inclinator here is the filter. It is to separate the man with the boys. It's got a decently hard encryption spread of hardens into swarms into what's it called, our first and only. I say first. It's the only time you see what's it called, regens or recursives. So.
Yes, sir. On the bright side, you only have to deal with the 2 recursives, so it's not that big of a deal. But judging by what I've been seeing with how he's handled the first and second hold, I believe he will make it past Inclinator. He may struggle a little bit when the swarms pop up, but I think he can eke it out.
Okay, now it's time for a what's called definitive factor. Is he buying a AR or BR in this run, or is he leaving?
If I was to make a prediction, I'm gonna take a wild guess, a real shot in the dark. But this guy, I have a feeling, is a battle rifle kind of guy.
You see, I'm not one to like the battle rifle rolls in Ori, especially in the early game, because this 6-round sprays.
Hey,
Nice.
yo! Got himself the, I believe that's the Mark 12 SOP mod, and he got himself the. Well, that's.
Yeah, Mark 12 SOP mod with 30 rounders. He is set and ready to go.
Yes, sir. That is a holy grail roll right there. Getting any of the AR platforms, any of the full auto Rs with a 30 rounder is just.
Such a gamble paid off. Now all he has to do is upgrade the mag and he'll be golden,
sir.
depending on what he wants to do.
Got himself a pretty solid holographic, too.
Ah, man, I love this holographic. Fun fact, if you are a fan of mixing sites, the other site that is named pretty similar to this lines up perfectly, so you can go ahead and put a dot right in the middle of that site just fine.
Yes, sir. Definitely a fun strategy to put one holographic in front of the other. Really mixes the patterns. All right.
But either way, I believe he did lose his stealth bonus. Wow, he didn't get hit from that? Okay. But either way, here we go. Time to see if he can separate the man from the boys.
All right.
Inclinator starting off. We got one Sosik spawning in with a shield from one spot, and then another Sosik trying to catch you off guard from behind. If not, he's holding top, which I believe is been the fan favorite to hold most part.
All right, the Hardens are up. Looks like he's
Yep,
focusing on
currently
Sosik
shield.
control real quick. There's one. There's two. Oh, struggling with the third, but he's got it. That's the third one down.
We
Looks
got
like
about 8
he's
here, so that's 3 out of 8. Nice quick shot on the guy coming in that was sadly a bit too curious and
All
trying
right.
to do his job.
Looks like he's got his fourth. Let's see. Ooh, did he actually crouch down for that one?
I think he actually is crashing. He is not burned from a wire. He is wireless.
Ooh,
okay,
man.
He is now just charging. He's checking his health and panic.
Oh man, he's
at
taken
half.
he's taken a few shots.
He's
All right,
currently in the
there's
well.
another
As
one.
long as he holds that, what's it called, right side of that, or the left side of that well, he should be fine.
Just watch
He's
the cinder block.
a little close for comfort, but he may have found that before he died.
All
Going
right.
back up to go ahead and reset. Now we got 5 swarms coming in, and we got, I believe, a 2x2 now. So this was spawned by 2x2. Hurrah, hurrah! And only in one door they come and die. Hurrah, hurrah! That's enough singing.
Wait, that was singing?
Yes, I was singing. No, it's atrocious, right?
I mean, I'd say I heard worse, but all right. Anyway, poking fun aside, his swarms are up. Let's see.
Currently dealing with the Sosas down the thing on the staircase, trying to shoot him. Nice single tap on that one. We got several down. Hopefully the spread of the shotgun's going to be enough to get him through.
You know, I've
Taking
noticed.
too many shots.
I've noticed on Inclinator when I was practicing is sometimes the swarms will be far enough away that the spread actually starts working against you.
You know
A
what?
little
I can
bit.
see that happening. You only have so many pellets with number 4. And sadly, what's called bird shot cannot be accurately simulated in this game, or else it will just start bringing the game to its knees.
All right. Now, with that being said, he's making his way down. Inclinator.
Only
Taking
have
out
one
another
left,
swarm.
I believe. Yep, only have one left. There it is, and there we go. I will not be doing that. Wait, Tastic, I'm sorry.
Doing what?
When you guys cast me and Baldrick's, I guess, cast me and Baldrick, can you sing the whole time Lost Miserable style? God.
Oh boy.
Like, it was a miracle that I actually, what's called, riffed on the fucking, they come marching 2x2 song, okay? I don't even know what the fuck that song is called.
Yes, sir. Well, with that being said, I have definitely noticed with all the runs I've been taking today that the top of Inclinator is for sure a fan favorite. I don't think I've seen anyone hold any other spot on Inclinator besides the very top. I've seen a few people hold that like second platform, but anyway, his encryptions are up. Clearing out some Sosigs before he starts taking his first encryption.
Yeah, got a bit of a rumble going on. Too many soldiers have spawned in at the moment. So
All right.
it's gotta
There goes his
clean some
first.
ground.
Now it's the second.
Ooh. Alright, should be
All right, and there it is. He's made it past Inclinator on a good pace. I'd have to say I'd say this is probably looking to be maybe a 112 if I was to make a call right about now.
He's been a bit slow. I would say high million, maybe not 1.1 so far. He's got to pick it up, especially for the boss encryptions coming up. Missing his turn to get into what's called the void area. I forget what the 4 areas the 5 areas are. We got transit, which is where he is right now. We got government. We got electricity or power. We got storage.
Are you talking about the areas in general?
Yeah, and I believe this what's called void is religion, if not corruption. So, either way, he's going directly into void, so this should be very.
Oh my lord, he is going hard on it. He's just saying, "Fuck it, we ball."
This is the second time I've seen someone just take the train directly into void, so very interesting.
It is a very.
This strategy I have seen has not worked out because all the time they've done is they've just lost their cell phones immediately because they instantly saw them. So
hey, you know what? From what we've seen from Vlad earlier today, you can clearly make up from a lack of stealth with just pure unadulterated speed. So perhaps that's the strategy he's going for. Speed first, stealth second.
Gotcha. Either way, we're about going into our next supply point, altar here. I wonder what he's going to want to get. He's got essentially all he really needs.
If I was to make a guess, he's either going to start stocking up on power dogs, or he's going to get himself a MagFet shoddy.
That or upgrade his mag.
That too. There's limitless possibilities here.
Fell in the ladder pop. Nice.
All right. Oh, here's the defining factor. What is he gonna roll?
He's looking at his gun.
Ooh, he's
whoa, okay.
Rolling a 203 for his M4. You know what? I respect that. I see what he's doing, and honestly, how can you not want to put a 203 on your M4 variant of?
And that's all he's going to do. He's just getting a grenade launcher. Very interesting. Let's see how that plays out.
It's not a bad strategy. The grenade launchers are really good for crowd control on SO6, especially once you start getting to the last round with the Creature Boys, which can be a little bit of a hassle. And it being a underbarrel grenade launcher attachment, he's going to be hot on the trigger too. He doesn't have to worry about
uh-oh.
hot swapping.
Oh,
he's stuck.
He's a bit stuck in the corner. Okay, no, he's
okay.
Back.
He can float back.
Yeah, swim faster. Swim faster. There we go.
All right, and now he is in it. He is in the fourth hold, ready to lock it down in void. See what he does.
We have stealths in our first introductions of boss encryptions with polymorphic and regenerative. Man, do you all remember OG regenerative? The spider?
I miss OG regenerative. It was way too much fun. Alright, his stealths are up. He's got the first. Oh, getting hung up a little bit. Having a little bit of struggle. Alright, there goes 3. And he is done with the stealths.
Ooh, he is getting low there. Luckily, he has his health dog ready to go.
He's thinking about it. He's thinking about the health dog.
Analyzing system.
Would love to see how he handles the dummy thick recursives, or what we all know as the polymorphs.
Polymorphic, a mixture of agile and let's go recursive. Sadly, though, agiles don't make an appearance anymore.
I was gonna say, can we get the agiles back? I don't even care if I have to deal with 10 of them.
Yeah, like we don't see agiles anymore. It's been fully replaced with what's called polymorphic.
They are in Tournament Toby though.
Yes, they are in Tournament Toby. I miss them, but compared to polymorphic here, I think I prefer them.
Yes, sir. All right,
Getting
he's
a good
getting nice
line
and
up.
close. I think he's got like, okay, he's got 1, 2 more. Got the one. Trying to feather it. Oh no.
Okay,
Oh no, it's
grab
good.
of 'em.
That polymorph is being absolutely stubborn with him. It does not want to give him the angle he needs.
Yeah, currently we're gaining some ground. Now he needs to find the polymorphic. Where'd it go? Still
Oh,
above
he's
him.
going to have to jump up to get that last node.
Or just go behind and give a
There
first
we
step.
go, and he's got it.
All right, moving on to our regen. Regen's going to be the easier of the two. Polymorphic is pretty hard to deal with. But we're going to have our first introduction of the Breacher Boys. Luckily, he has 5.56 and a grenade launcher.
Yes, sir. The Breacher Boys aren't an issue when you've got a 203 and just any AR in general. Remind me, 5.56 FMJ, that can punch through the face masks on the Breacher Boys, right?
Yes, especially with the changed Ethium proposed for the Breacher Boys by allowing let's go the glass part of the face mask to be penetrable. We have Ethium to thank for that.
All right, and
here
the
it is,
regen
the
is up.
regen.
Let's see how he handles it. All right, looks like he's just
single fire.
not a solid, not a bad move. I'm surprised he isn't going. No, he got the center. He's just kind of keeping his cool. Oh no, he's getting
God, he was
getting
right
a little
in front.
flustered. He's got to hit that center real fast before all them blocks come back. All right, and he's
Clear.
got it. Ooh, yeah, that sweat life, frickin'. We're all feeling that. That is a huge few moment.
All right, moving on to Turbine. Turbine has a habit of eating guns. Don't ask how I know.
Yes, sir.
And
We've
he hasn't slinged his guns.
yes,
so-
he is playing the danger mode. Let's see.
Now, we have a chance to go and get some HP back with the hot dog squirrels here. So maybe he's willing to go ahead and do that. Who knows? But he has a huge surplus of points that he's going to be able to use. Lord
Yes,
knows
sir.
what he plans for it. Maybe he's going to be the rare instance of someone buying a excuse me.
It's all good. Let's see. I'm curious to see what he does with. I'm assuming he's going to get himself some power-ups, because right now he's definitely floating really good with the M4. Very confident with the 30-round magazines. It looks like.
30 rounds is all you need, as long as you can carry a lot of them.
Sure. Honestly, I'd say at the very least 20 rounds with just about anything other than SMGs. You can do just fine with 20 or 30 rounds.
All right, let's see what he's going to get for his last thing.
A
He is going
machine
for the
gun?
MG roll.
Hey,
Ooh.
yo! Getting himself the M60. He is going to rock and roll.
All right, first ever time I've seen someone roll the MG roll in this what's called tournament. So this is a special occasion.
Honestly, the fact that he rolled a machine gun and got an actual frickin' machine gun is a holy grail roll.
Yeah, especially something as nice as the pig. M60, what a machine.
Oh yeah, frickin' that's like what, 100 rounds of belts in
Technically
308.
speaking, that is That is a 75 round belt, I believe. So,
Well, either
won't be
way,
reloading that often, but it's got a lot of punch, and it should. Here's another thing. MGs in general have more muzzle velocity than an AR in this game, so this is going to be punching even harder than his AR. That's why one of the best rolls to get in the AR pool is the M249 with the backup mats. That is a MG with MG power.
yes,
As
sir.
for if he's going to get power dogs now,
I'm
actually he
actually,
has 4 points, so
I am curious to
Okay.
see if he will. Ooh, what else is he getting?
sight.
He got himself a scope, rolling an ACOG. I'm curious to see what he plans on doing with that. I'm assuming he's going to put it on his M60. These SOSIGs are just not giving him any privacy at all to do his thing.
Yeah.
He
Taking the reflex off, he got himself the scope, which I think that is
Ooh.
classic ACOG. Perfect for the it's called the AR. Now
He's
that is definitely a nope. That what's it called his M240 has a rail adapter, so maybe he realizes it.
he getting a little goofy with it.
Yeah, hopefully he notices that it's got a top rail, but probably not.
Oh,
We're
he-
gonna have to remind him after
I
the
am
run.
certain he knows. He probably just he probably just enjoys the irons on the M60. The M60
that's
does
fair.
have a nice pair of iron sights that you have to enjoy, I guess. So
I mean, of course, you would say that the what's called the person that literally hates all reflex sights.
I never said I hated them. I just hate using them. There's a difference.
Anyways, here we go. Turbine keeping his stealth bonus because he managed to rush in it.
Alright.
So that's
Honestly-
a very nice boon.
Honestly, with that M60, he's going to be able to lock it down if he can keep good on the reloads with that thing.
Mhm.
And
So the problem with MGs is the reloads for them are a bit complex, but nothing enough practice can help with.
all right. And his polymorphic is up. He's got it turned into the little cheesy bits.
This is not polymorphic, this is cascading.
Oh yeah, cascading. Well, either way, it's
Okay.
the cheesy bit encryption, and he is all done with it.
Ooh, nearly ran his box dry. Had to throw what's called a spare belt off.
Honestly, Anton, when do we get the chain link belts?
Free flowing
Anton, when?
That
Well-
is sadly a thing that cannot happen. It's too performance demanding to do. So,
We can dream. I choose to be a dreamer, just like I am choosing to believe that Calamari here is going to make quick work of the. Oh man,
attack guy.
SOSIG's putting the pressure on him a little bit. He's definitely going to need to start laying it down. Yep, there he goes.
What are you doing? You're supposed to be a boss encryption and be the worst encryption in the game. Why are you just giving yourself to him? Come on.
I know.
Rude.
Sometimes the orthogonal chooses to have some.
Okay, there we go. Now it's being the boss encryption of being terrible. Gotcha. I had to say something.
Yes, sir. Sometimes the orthogonal just chooses to have all the attitude and not give a runner a single chance.
Yep, running his gun dry again.
All right. He's gonna have to do something quick. Those SOSIGs are putting the pressure on, and the timer is running. I think he's.
Making some moves. Ooh, getting swarmed now. But here's the problem with the orthogonal. It spawns during speed meet spawn, so these SOSIGs are not letting up no matter what you do.
Yes, sir. And that orthogonal is all the way at the top of the ceiling, just being an absolute pain. Looks like, oh!
Yep, and he is gone.
And we have a death in Terrabine. Hey, yo, look at that thing go. Oh.
Shot down in his prime. Score of
sir.
200.
All
Giving me a
right.
nice view of that score, so I can go ahead and input.
Yes,
This
sir. Here, let's go
is
ahead
good
and
old. Where are they? There's Calamari.
all right. Let's see if we can.
Go ahead and deafen them. I'll
All
do
right,
it
you got the
myself.
score and everything.
Yep.
All right, perfect.
Welcome back. I am sorry to see. Yeah, that's cascading for you.
Yeah.
Cascading.
We're
You
not
mean
cascading.
the orthogonal?
Yeah, orthogonal. Fuck yeah. Look, there's so many new encryptions to deal with.
Yeah, they got all these big names, and it's like, I get you.
Yeah, I always call the orthogonal octagonal because it's a better name, and orthogonal it doesn't roll off the tongue. But either way, that's a def, and that is a 869-200 score. Sadly, that
Yes,
will be
sir.
putting you 28th in the pack, below the middle.
All right. Well, I
So-
suppose with that being said, that was still a nice run. You got a really good loadout there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I have
really-
I have a
This
lot
is
of questions.
so good. Again, ask away.
First off, you are the first person in this tournament to roll the MG pool. So, why the
Yeah.
MG pool?
Because I don't know, the fire rate and my aim just works well. Well, my lack of quality aim at least. I've always really enjoyed them. They're one of my favorite weapons platform overall, so I have a bias towards using them, of course. But besides that, I've always had success with them. Today was an exception because he decided to stay up on the roof.
Also, are you
Yes,
aware that
sir.
there's a rail at the top that you could have put that sight on?
Yeah, I was. I prefer these sites. So this was more of a joke because this is my least favorite dot because it doesn't have a central. I hate it so much. So I preferred this over the dot site on the MG42. Not
Gotcha.
MG42. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Looks like
M16.
Dragon was correct about that.
Yes, sir. He is definitely a man of culture. He knows when he has a good pair of irons when he's got them. I
Mhm.
can definitely sympathize with that. With that being said, one of the things that I have to ask, when you got that M4 gun, that Mark 12, did you want to put all those attachments on it? Like when you got it, were you
I-
more concerned about the aesthetic or
You have
No.
made the most real life gun that we've seen so far because that is
Yeah.
literally a standard issue weapon that you just made. Just
So
an
yeah, the
AR.
background history for me is I am in the U.S. Army, so this is just a point of familiarity, honestly. I got so
wow.
giddy when I got the ACOG. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's sad that I didn't get to use it at all, but
well,
That is very fun. It's like pretty much the U.S. military going like, "You forgot your standard issue rifle, sir. Here you go."
yeah, this is
Well.
pretty U.S. Army, especially Afghanistan era. With this
Mhm.
being the exception, replaces with a Mossberg, and there you go. Got the classic Afghanistan loadout.
Fantastic
Hell yeah.
stuff.
Well, that
All
is
right.
that is definitely really awesome. I guess with that being said, I have to say, thank you for your service and all that good stuff. We definitely appreciate our veterans here.
Thank you. I haven't been deployed yet, so I haven't served much. So.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, either way, we in the chat definitely thank you.
Mhm.
Let's see. With that being said, how do you feel about this run and everything?
I'm so disappointed in how it ended. I was yelling in the back of my head when I saw that thing fly to the ceiling and it not come down. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna die. It's that felt like the point when it lifted off. It felt like that was the over point. I've always struggled with that.
Yes,
With
sir.
that note especially.
It's all right. That orthogonal does have a habit of giving some of our runners some serious attitude.
Hmm.
Well, let's see. I guess with that being said, let's see. Are there any questions in chat for this man?
Yeah, quickly because Sadly, we are almost at time. We have to get ready for another run that's going to be streamed here.
Yes, sir. Let's see. I
And
don't
sadly,
see.
I will not be joining for that because this was the only run I was going to moderate because no one was on the moderation. Was signed up for moderation
Ooh.
for this. So up next, if there is no
All right.
questions,
Well, here we
we're
go.
going to
We
be back.
have a couple of questions. One is from Office Chair, and he asks, "Why use tax centered?"
This is going to be your what's it called? Your quick belt slots.
Oh,
Oh, tax centered.
yeah.
Once again, it's just a point of familiarity. This is just the setup that you would have, well, that I have on my plate carrier, which is mags up front, holsters on both sides. Here is usually kind of reserved as what I imagine. Well, the closest thing I get to just letting it hang loose. These obviously don't exist, but these kind of are close enough to to just like grenade
Mhm.
pouches. It's just familiarity, honestly.
Fair enough. All right. And for our last question, we have a very philosophical question from Ebsurf. He is changing things up and he is asking, why not hamburgers?
That's a question that I've pondered a many hour, especially when getting ready to load this game up. I have to just consider and ponder. And then I realized it. What resembles a firearm more than a lengthened hot dog, especially compared to a hamburger? I mean, think about it. One's long, almost like a barrel. You can act as if you're reloading it by ejecting the wonderful hot dog and inserting a new one. You can add attachments with lettuce, ketchup, mustard, and so on.
Hmm.
And a hamburger just isn't as modular. It's not as tactical, you could put it. So, hot dog is the clear answer.
Understandable.
Well, there you have it. I think that has to be the best, well thought out answer that we've gotten from a question like that. Well, with that being said, the score is taken. The questions are answered. Calamari, is there anything you'd like to say to chat before we close out?
Have a wonderful night, evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever you are, wherever you're from, and be safe.
Alrighty. Well, there you have it. To everyone who's in chat, keep practicing, stay hydrated, and we will see you in the next round of First to Worst.
And what he actually means is literally in 5 minutes. We will see
Yes.
you in
All
five
right.
minutes for our next run.
We're closing it out now.